Right guys, I'm going to break it down to two things. One is based on what I saw on this particular task, and two, what I've seen overall. Okay, so it's based on those two items that I'm going to judge who's the actual winner. The first thing I'm going to judge is what I saw today, essentially coming towards the last 15 minutes of lunch, when business had slowed down. Okay, things weren't as successful, all the groups, all the tables were getting quiet, people had eaten, they're full, they had break, and when you had good sales at break, they no longer wanted your products as much as they did previously. And if they did, they were happy to buy from all the tables, but not essentially just from yours. So that meant sales were low. What I noticed at that time was two things. One, table, you were still trying, you were still going around, you were still attracting, even though you were aggressive at times, you did get more sales. And you talked about the guy upstairs buying a hat and so on, and it worked. You got those particular sales through. Tom, on the other hand, you did try to go to the teachers, but at one stage you weren't anywhere to be seen in your own stall. The people who you'd left on the stall were not interested in selling anything for you. They just stood there. From that moment on, I think you had some total of 40 pence of sales, which in your own assumption, I did say to you one stage, you said there's nothing I can do, they don't want it, what do I do? But it's not for me to tell you what to do, you should have it in your head, okay? Think outside the box and be a bit more creative how to generate a sale. There is no reason why you couldn't have walked around the school with your products, all around the school, leave your stall, it's fine, go up, second, third floor, go into departments with food, okay? But actually generate the sale. Don't give up after one go, continue to do it, and you'll get sales that way. Whereas what you did, you went with the tray, there was nothing in the stall, but you came back with the tray and nothing sold. Okay, so you gave up then, and then you tried 10 minutes later and you did the same thing, but you'd wasted 10 minutes by not continuing what you were doing to begin with. So there was no persistence. The second thing I'm going to say, the second point, was related to all the tasks. Table, you've worked really hard, you've done quite well in the majority of tasks, with the exception of the first task. I think is the only the first two tasks you struggled on somewhat. Your group, not just you, but your group in general, your team. Tom, your second task was quite interesting. It seemed that Emerald did the bulk of the work on that particular task. However, on the third task you were more engaged and more involved. The first task you were also the same. And obviously the fourth task it's both of you here for that reason. So it's interesting that both of you have a variety of different skill sets and different approaches to business. Tom, you seem to be the more laid back, think about it and then go and do. Toby, you seem to be the one that kind of goes forward first and think later. Okay, and that's not a bad thing, it's not either way. You're both different skills, both different people, both who could be very successful in business. However, there is only one person who can win this, and I'm delighted that both of you have got this far. I think you are well able and showed great initiative and great skill, but unfortunately only one person can win. And based on today, based on all the other four tasks before me, that person is Teba. Well done, you're hired. You are JRCS apprentice. Okay, Tom, unfortunately, the reason you're not JRCS apprentice is just simply the giving up today. I think it was something, from a business point of view, you cannot afford to do when you have valuable time. Okay, and I didn't think it was good when you still could have sold, not all. I didn't expect you to sell all the cakes, but I did think you could sell a lot more if you pushed yourself a bit further. All right, and that could be due to you being overcommitted in other things and you're thinking about those. But essentially, there's no reason why you should have lost that task day if you'd just given that bit of extra. Okay, on that basis and that basis only, essentially, you haven't won this process. Okay, well done, Teva. You have the opportunity tomorrow to sell at the lower school disco. That is running between 5 and 7 p.m. So you've got 2 hours in which to sell a variety of products, and it's up to you really what you do sell. Also, you have the opportunity, which I need to confirm, Mr. Smith, to sell at the talent show on Thursday night. All right. Well done, and thank you. You can go outside again.
I feel I've learnt a lot of stuff. I had a lot of fun as well. Learned loads of new things on how to improve in business. And yeah, I'd love to do it again. And I'd do a lot of things differently, making sure that I was organised and that I didn't have a lot of other commitments I had to attend to. I think that I lost for that reason. Also the fact that on the last task I didn't do as well as I probably could have, but you know, Tabor did well, so well done to her.
Yeah, this apprentice was really good. I learnt a lot of new things, and yeah, I'm happy that I won. And